Okay, we finally collected enough tokens, and now it's time to unlock Knull. Hello Gascator here, with Knull as our newest toy. It's time to play Galactus Knull. Yup, it's such an infamous combo. When I first went to say pool 4, pool 5, I was like, why? Why is Galactus Knull so strong? I've been crushed by this a few times, and honestly, I hate facing it because it's just so good. What this deck really wants, the dream comp is gonna be Electro, Doc Ock, into Galactus, and finally you can now into a death. There's pretty much no way for your opponents to win against you unless, you got initiative and they Shang-Chi your big stuff. So there you go. Before we get into it, don't forget to sub for free and stay tuned for more awesome Marvel Slap content, and slap the like button real hard. Now let's begin. Okay, what you really need to do for this deck to work, for it to be optimized, is have Galactus out on turn 5. Which is why we have a ton of cards to help with that. So first off, the main route, Electro on turn 3, making, the dream combo Doc Ock into Galactus, now death, possible. But hey, what if things don't go perfectly? Then there are two other cards to help with the turn 5 Galactus. First off is Wave. Okay, if you don't have anything down, then just go for Wave on turn 4, then Galactus turn 5, now death. Then you pretty much win games anyway. But there's one more way. We've slotted in Psylocke. So yep, if you don't get the Electro, don't worry, put down Psylocke or Wave on turn 4, then bam, turn 5, Galactus, turn 6, now death, boom. No way your opponents can catch up. Now let's take a look at some of the other cards. There's Yondu, so turn 1 you destroy one of their cards, which is great because it triggers your death as well. And hopefully, after the Galactus destruction, you are going to have a 0-cost death. Then Daredevil. Okay, I cannot tell you how important this card is. So yep, if you don't know what Daredevil does, on turn 5 you get to see your opponent's plays before you make your own. This is such a great card. You usually see it used with Professor X in the earlier pools, right? This is quite similar. You see their plays, and then you can decide, okay, do I want to go for Galactus on turn 5 or the Destroyer on turn 5? So maybe they have stuff like Arrow that can misplace your Galactus. Then it's just gonna completely mess up your plan, right? Then if you see an Arrow, just go for Destroyer instead of Galactus. Then you'll be just fine. But hey, Daredevil is such an important card in your deck to ensure a ton more victories, so you don't get messed up by stuff like Arrow. Okay, another important card is America Chavez, because it thins out your deck, making sure you draw into your Electro or your Psylocke or Wave by the time you go to turn 4, so you can Galactus on turn 5. This is the main thing. You really need Galactus on turn 5 for this deck to do its thing. Otherwise, you are going to feel a little bit weaker. Then finally, Death is here because you destroy a ton of cards. Then your Death is most likely going to be very low cost or even 0 cost. And when paired with the Knull, there's just no way any opponents can deal with your power. Outpower you. Of course, they could go for stuff like Shang-Chi if you have initiative, so be careful of that. Doc Ock also is a very important card here. So when the dream is coming true and the stars align, you just go for Electro turn 3, turn 4 Doc Ock to pull 4 cards in, then Galactus destroy a ton of stuff, then pretty much your Knull will have a ton of power, alongside with a very low cost death. Or even 0 cost death. Then, yeah, you could just power through with your Knull and slap any opponent. Now let's jump right into some games and see how great Galactus Knull really is. Okay, Nova Roma is actually so good here, because without it, we would not have drawn our Electro. So there we go. A turn 2 Daredevil, turn 3 Electro is actually making our dream come true. I mean, it could have been a little better if we had Yondu on turn 1, but hey, just don't ask for that much. As long as you can Electro on turn 3, you should be contented. Now I'm just gonna go for a Dark Oak here, and that's going to pull out a few cards. Come on. Okay, they're snapping for some reason, so I'm actually a little bit alert here. What are their plans? I really don't know. But the good thing is, they got Central Park on the field, and they Squirrel Girled, which actually clogs up the left side, so they cannot put a Carnage in there to destroy the Bucky Barnes and Hood. It's looking pretty good for us. Oh, they got Killmonger, that's why they snapped. I was like, oh, the whole field is clogged. Like, what can they do against us? But hey, they got a Killmonger, destroying a ton of stuff. Okay, we actually pull out She-Hulk and the leader, rendering it useless. So, it's all good, it's all good. Now here is when Daredevil comes in. We see their play. Okay, it's actually really weak. It's just one Carnage. So we can Galactus the mid, and then go for now, maybe a death. That is, if we top deck it. Okay. I was mistaken. We're not gonna top deck the death. Because, America Chavez is always gonna be our turn 6 draw. And it's kind of a bummer. But I guess it's alright. Check out this Galactus. Nom nom. So many cards are destroyed here. Okay, check out the power on ours now. It's 55, if I'm not misreading it. And there we go. Just gonna slap down our Knull and Yondu. There we go. Are they gonna go through with this? I mean, I'm pretty sure they have a death, but is that enough? Oh my. My Knull is at 116 power. Yeah, they def an arrow, but that's not nearly enough to win you the game, dude. You are 100 power short. There we go, guys. The dream coming true. Galactus turn 5, now turn 6. A pity that we don't have death, but hey, we still win by 100 power. With a 116 power now. And this is how strong this deck really is. Now moving on to our next victim. Okay, it's turn 2, and it's Daredevil time. A shame though, no Yondu on turn 1, but hey, it is what it is, and we'll have to live with it. A turn 3 Electro is pretty obvious, and we got Galactus in the hand, which is good. Now all we got is to top deck our Dark Oak soon, and maybe our Knull. Ebony Maw on Clint, that's a pretty nice play. Okay, it is kinda sad that we don't got our Dark Oak here, otherwise it would be so good. I guess we can just throw down Polaris, because we got the energy for turn 5 already. We don't need to Snylock. We could just Polaris and put down a little more power. Because, the power of the stuff you destroy do matter. Because Knull adds all their power together. If your combined power is not high enough, then your Knull is going to be not as strong. Okay, now we got a Polaris pooling stuff. Yeah, Daredevil is working again, and then we can see what their plays are. Okay. Okay, check this out. This is a very good deck to counter Galactus. As you can see there, they arrowed. So if we play Galactus on the right side, it's gonna get pulled. A great play on their part. I guess now all we gotta do is Destroyer. I mean, I don't want to scare the fish away, so I'm just gonna not snap. I mean, yeah, I see your arrow play. Okay, honestly, a lot of people, if they don't see the arrow play with the Daredevil, they're going to play Galactus on the right. And then you lose, because you wasted 6 cost for nothing. Yeah, then you're gonna get completely countered by the arrow. The bad thing is, I cannot Galactus to destroy a ton of stuff, so I cannot play my death. I don't like that too much, but hey, it is what it is. We make the Yondu into no play, and hope for the best. Maybe they're gonna skip some energy with Sunspot, then we're in trouble. I honestly don't know. Come on, let's see what you got. Oh, they leadered! Oh, okay, I think we gotta win here. Because leader copies the highest power card you played. And that is actually Yondu. And in the middle, the whole location is filled, so they did not copy the Yondu. Now, it's actually a 0 power card. Yeah, its ongoing gives it the power, but as a base card, it has 0 power only. So, the leader did not copy our Now at all. That is GG well played to our opponents. Oh, this was actually pretty clutch. We tied the mid, win a ton on the right side. Yep, and this is how you win against a counter deck. Arrow, leader. Well, not enough to beat Galactus now. GG well played to our opponents, and moving on to our next victim. Now we're playing against a Thanos deck. Okay, let's see what you do when we destroy your wave. Good job, Yondu. Bifrost, though, okay. The Daredevil was a good top deck, but we really need our energy. Electro, Psylocke, Wave, whatever, we need you. But since we got 3 of them in the deck, and it's actually 3 out of 5 that we draw it. Come on. Give us a good card. Electro, perfect. Oh my, ask and you shall receive. We got our Electro down, and I think we're looking real good. Should I Electro mid or left? I honestly think mid. Actually, it doesn't matter here, because we're going to Galactus on the right side, which is Plunder Castle. We Galactus, we know, and you can only play 6 cost cards there. So when you're playing this deck, try and look for locations that favor your deck. And Plunder Castle is actually a very good one. I mean, wow, I can't really think on top of my head what is more suitable to play Galactus now into, other than Plunder Castle. Because, it really limits your opponents from playing stuff into it, and also, it favors you, because all your cards here are 6 cost. Of course, you can't play Death there, but who cares? If you can just Galactus into now, and they cannot play a Shang-Chi, then how can they deal with you? Only 6 cost cards can be played over there. It could be troublesome if they, play a leader, but as you can see there, we cannot play Death on the right side. So we gotta decide. Should we go for Galactus or Destroyer? Well, I think the answer is pretty obvious, isn't it? Let's just slap down our Galactus and blast them with our Now. Come on. We're snapping. Are you gonna call, or are you going to fold? It's all up to our opponent. Do you think you can win? You think Thanos can win against Galactus Knull? I mean, I think the play he's going to make is gonna be Thanos. And since we got the actually they got initiative, so we can destroy all of this stuff. Boom! Setting up your Carnage? Nope. And then the monsters actually help. They're 9 power each. Check out our Knull. How strong is it? Like, how often do you see a card with 49 power? Yeah, they know they're screwed if they don't have the Thanos. They can not even play cards there. They played something on turn 5, so they can't even go for Infinite if they have it. But hey, this is GG well played. And even if they have a death, they cannot play it because it's not a 6-cost card. It's either 9 cost or maybe 0 cost. And there you go, guys. This is how you play Galactus Knull. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this video. If you do not forget to smash the like button real hard and try this deck out, because it's just so powerful. Your opponents are going to retreat in despair. And don't forget to sub for free and stay tuned for more awesome Marvel Snap videos. Now have a great day, guys, and peace out.